Hello, welcome to OJ Studios. Please enjoy Swapped by Lacey Rice. I looked at the red and blue cheerleading uniform that was hung up on the closet door. It was a far cry from the varsity football jersey that I should be wearing to school today. I still can't believe that my girlfriend Rhea swapped our bodies around. The whole bizarre situation had started a week ago, after a seemingly innocent argument about gender roles. We'd been joking around, discussing the age-old debate about who had it easier, guys or girls. Rhea had playfully teased me about how simple my life must be as a guy, and I'd countered with the challenges girls faced. It was all lighthearted until she pulled out a small, ornate box from her pocket. "Want to prove your point?" she'd asked, a wicked grin on her face. I should have been suspicious right then, but I had no idea what she had in mind. Before I knew it, she'd recited a strange incantation, and a blinding flash of light enveloped us. When my vision cleared, I was looking at myself, my own body, while Rhea stared back at me, wearing that same mischievous grin. "Congratulations," she said with a laugh. "You're now me, and I'm you. Let's see how you handle being a cheerleader for a while." I was dumbfounded. I didn't know how she'd done it or how to reverse the spell. All I knew was that I was stuck in her body, and she was in mine. The cheerleading uniform hanging on the closet door was a constant reminder of my predicament. After a week of trying to navigate life as Rhea, I had gained a newfound appreciation for what she went through. The early morning cheer practices were grueling, and the elaborate routines required coordination and flexibility I never knew I lacked. On top of that, the constant attention from guys was overwhelming and annoying, to say the least. Rhea, on the other hand, was having a blast in my body. She showed up to football practice with a smirk, making it clear that she was enjoying every moment of being in the varsity football team. My teammates thought I'd gone mad when they saw her in my place, but there was nothing I could do about it. Today was the big game against our rivals, and I should have been leading the team onto the field. Instead, I had to lead the cheerleaders in their routines and try to remember not to trip over my own feet. I sighed, resigning myself to another day of being Rhea. As I reluctantly put on the cheerleading uniform, I couldn't help but wonder how this crazy body swap adventure would end. How would Rhea and I ever find a way to reverse the spell, and what lessons would we learn about each other along the way? One thing was for sure, life had taken an unexpected turn, and I had no choice but to roll with it. Rhea's experience in my body was, to put it mildly, an eye-opener for her. At first, she had approached the whole body swap situation with a sense of playful adventure, reveling in the novelty of being in a male body. However, as the days passed, she began to grasp the nuances and challenges of life as a guy. One of the first things she noticed was the physicality of it all. My daily routine included football practice, gym workouts, and roughhousing with my friends. Rhea quickly learned that being a guy wasn't all about carefree freedom, it came with its own set of physical demands and expectations. The intense practices, grueling workouts, and the sheer physical strength required for the game were more than she had bargained for. The constant presence of my friends, who initially didn't realize that Rhea was in my body, added another layer of complexity. Rhea had to navigate the camaraderie, the teasing, and the sometimes crass humor that came with being part of the team. She discovered that male friendships were different from her close-knit group of girlfriends, and she had to adapt quickly to fit in. Rhea also faced the unique challenges of dating and relationships from a male perspective. She observed how guys behaved around girls and understood firsthand the pressure to make the first move, impress, and initiate romantic gestures. She couldn't help but sympathize with some of the anxieties and insecurities that many guys experienced. Of course, not everything about being in my body was challenging for Rhea. She enjoyed the freedom of not having to worry about makeup, hairstyling, or dressing up for school every day. She could roll out of bed and head to class without much fuss. But even this newfound simplicity came with its drawbacks, as she realized how differently people treated her based on her gender presentation. As the days passed, Rhea's initial playful attitude shifted to a deeper understanding of the complexities of gender roles and expectations. She began to appreciate the strengths and struggles that each gender faced and gained a newfound respect for the challenges I had to deal with as a guy. The big question that loomed over both of us was how we would ever reverse the body swap spell. As Rhea faced the reality of life in my body, we both knew that finding a solution was crucial. But for now, we had no leads, and we had to make the best of our swapped lives while hoping that someday, somehow, we'd figure it out.